Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. I hope you're all having a great day. I just wanted to do a super quick video on Square because they just came out with earnings a couple days ago, so I wanted to give you my thoughts on it and how it affects my position going forward. Now, Square came out with earnings this week, and in my opinion, it was kind of a mixed bag. They posted an adjusted earnings per share loss of 2 cents in the quarter versus a consensus estimate that called for a gain of 13 cents. The market ignored the 2-cent loss and was more focused on the future outlook because it traded sharply higher the next day on over 31 million shares, which is almost triple its average trading volume over the last 200 days. Their total net revenue came in slightly higher than expected at $1.38 billion for a very nice year-over-year increase of 44% when you exclude the sale of their food delivery service, Caviar. Now, on a side note, I'm invested in Uber, and Uber's food delivery service is the part of their business I am the least excited about, so I was glad to see when Square sold this off to DoorDash. Now, Square purchased Caviar about 5 years ago for around $90 million, and it sold it for a little over $400 million. So in my opinion, they got a king's ransom and exited a money-losing business in a very competitive space. Now, everyone expected earnings to be a little soft because of the slowdown in the economy, but I was very encouraged by the numbers they reported from Cash App. Square reported that Cash App Bitcoin revenue skyrocketed to $306 million from $65 million year over year for a huge 367% increase. Now, I know, they're not making a lot of money on this part of the business, and this part of the business is not why I invested in Square, but I can't help but be encouraged that it's growing this fast. Another part of Cash App's business that had a huge increase was monthly direct deposit transactions for active customers. Now, they attribute a good portion of this growth to the CARES Act stimulus program. From March to April, direct deposit volume through Cash App tripled and stored funds grew from $945 million to over $1.3 billion. Jack Dorsey said on the earnings call that direct deposits represent a huge opportunity. He said customers who conduct direct deposits are some of the most engaging on the platform and tend to carry larger balances and use more Cash App services. Now, let's not forget Cash App is consistently one of the top 10 most downloaded apps, and that equates to hundreds of thousands to over 1 million downloads a month. So word of mouth should only continue to accelerate Cash App's growth for the foreseeable future. Right here I have the current daily chart of Square pulled up, and yesterday it was up big, over 10% on the earnings results, and today, even though it sold off some early in the day, it's being bought up again, so Square looks very bullish in the short term. Now I'll flip over to the weekly chart, and this chart looks even more bullish. If Square can break through long-term resistance around 95, it could be off to the races, and I might not get a chance to purchase more under 50. Now, Square's long-term chart kind of reminds me of Tesla's long-term chart before it went on its big run last year. Now, I'm not saying Square is going to do the same thing, I just thought I'd point it out. Okay, I didn't want to go too long on this video. I just wanted to touch base on their earnings real quick, so I'm going to end the video right here. If you guys have any thoughts on Square's earnings, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you could like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, I sure would appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care.